Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who received the Vice President at the Chinua Achebe International Airport Umueri earlier in the day, accompanied him to the factory commissioning ceremony. We bring you the details.
The vice president, who lauded the development strides of the Soludo-led government in the state, especially in helping to create the enabling environment for businesses to thrive, expressed optimism that the factory will stimulate the economy of not only the state but the entire country. Governor Soludo, in his speech, expressed the hope that the vice president's visit to the state would further strengthen the synergy between the state and the federal government for stronger collaborative on issues of mutual interest, including security, environment, education, and healthcare, as well as help Anambra State secure more federal funding for its programs and initiatives. During the visit, the Vice President also commissioned Ijele FM radio station and flagged off the third phase of Sir Emeka Ofo Foundation housing scheme, as well as witnessed the distribution of palliative to Widows Cooperative Society. Presentation of house keys donated to some widows by the foundation also featured during the ceremony, attended by Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Tolo Chukwulobel, Chief of Staff to Governor Soludo, Mr. Ernest Ezajuri, members of National and State House of Assemblies.
Factory is capable of producing 1.4 million meters annually. It was built by Sir Emeka for the chairman Enugu Electricity Distribution Company and the founder Sir Emeka Foundation through Advanced Energy Management Solutions. Ngozi Obleri has more on the story.
Senator Shetima, flanked, accompanied by Governor Chukwuma Soludo, thanked Sir Emeka for the intervention that would help bring to an end issues of meter scarcity in the southeast and creating job opportunities. Speaking at the event, the Chief of Staff to Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Sir Ernest Ezajuri, noted that the initiative is in line with the second pillar of development of Soludo administration and will provide employment to complement efforts of Anambra State government through the One Youth, Two Skills initiative.
Meter factory in Anambra State, that will be also part of our idea and policy about getting Anambra to have 24 hours lights.
The EEDC chairman Semeka said the facility was to ensure that electricity consumers have access to quality services and value for their money. He said he is particularly interested in helping humanity and government, as according to him, steady electricity supply is strategic to ease of doing business, noting that the meter manufacturing factory will go a long way to ensure steady power supply in Anambra and Southeast at large. On his part, the Chief Executive Officer, Advanced Energy Management Solutions Limited, Mr. Okechukwu Onyejuwa, said they are out to bridge the gap in meter supply, which will help tackle challenges of estimated billing.
The new thing coming to Anambra State is a meter manufacturing factory. And the meter we're manufacturing here is a smart meter.
And 29 males and 979 females have been registered, and we are already adjusting to camp life and activities, noting that they have accommodation for 4,000 core members, a capacity that can take care of large number of core members, but they have a total of 2,005 core members, adding that the number may likely increase.
I wish the 2023 batch stream 2 prospective core members an exciting and fruitful orientation course.
Taking of oath of allegiance by the core members, display and swearing-in ceremony formed the highlight of the event. From Umuawolo Mbauku, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
The Faculty of Fiscal Sciences, Nnamdi Azikiwe University Awka, has commenced its first international hybrid conference and exhibition. Emeritus Professor Iken Nonyudo is the chairman of the conference, which has its theme as Technological Scientific Advancements in Developing Countries, the Role of Fiscal Sciences, with participants and speakers drawn from physical and virtual locations from within and outside Nigeria. Our education correspondent, Queen Andibogo, filed the report, now taken from here.
And the trial on animals showed that...
Declaring the conference open, the Vice-Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Professor Charles Esimone, described Nnamdi Azikiwe University as the university of the moment, given its present ranking in Nigeria, Africa, and globally, noting that the feat is as a result of the collective and collaborative efforts of the staff and management of the institution. While urging the departments in the Faculty of Physical Sciences to seek collaborative research, Professor Esimone expressed hope that people will see the practical aspects of the conference at the end, adding that politicians cannot change or transform the society, but academics. In a speech, the Dean, Faculty of Physical Sciences, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Kenechukwu Anahuba, said they gathered from various institutions and corners of the world, representing diverse backgrounds and areas of expertise, which underscores the importance of urgency of the issues they were discussing. He pointed out that the theme of the conference underscores fundamental truths that scientific and technical progress are a global necessity and not just a privilege reserved for a select few. Professor Anahuba noted that developing countries with their unique challenges and opportunities stand to benefit immensely from the application of the research outputs and academic products from various disciplines under the physical sciences.
In sub-Saharan Africa, we are now number 31. And I think we have done well. So all of these are positive signs that we are all in the right place, and that the things we have been doing, we need to up them, because it shows we're on the right track.
The chairman of local organizing committee of the conference, Professor Norbert Ajegu, in his speech disclosed that the 7 departments within the Faculty of Physical Sciences, as well as external exhibitors from government establishments and private companies, are exhibiting their top-notch research work, showcasing values of their research which can further receive patents.
The faculty grooms graduates that are self-reliant, entrepreneurial, and problem-solving, providing middle and high-level manpower needed to drive national and global development.
In his presentation, the keynote speaker, Dr. Benjamin Ayatunji from Abuja, spoke on information technology in healthcare services, Nigeria, telemedicine projects. A presentation on technical and scientific advancements in developing countries, a nexus among STEM disciplines and technology innovations, was handled by Dr. Patrick Ezepue and Dr. Majesty Ezani, while Dr. Anthony Ezeribe spoke on the paper titled Exploring the Frontiers of Participle Physics, Technology Innovations and Potential Impacts from the Deep Underground Neutrino Experiments. In a goodwill message, one of the awardees and the managing director and executive officer of Anambra State Water Resources Management Agency, Honorable Ikobi Ejiofor, spoke about the state government's plan to make potable water accessible to all, even as it seeks partnership with Faculty of Physical Sciences of the university and similar organizations. Inspection of the exhibition stands by Professor Esimone, accompanied by some of the participants. Award presentations to Engineer Uche Ozemene, Mr. Kidochukwu Mekunye, Professor Chinwuko, and others featured during the conference that will end on 2nd December.
From the national scene, the federal government says it will continue to work in collaboration with the organized private sector in the science and technology ecosystem to set up information communication technology hubs in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country for capacity building and certification of skilled artisans in the country. Our Abuja Bureau Chief, Ekwi Ajide, has the details.
Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Chief Uche Naji, who stated this in his office in Abuja when the Association of Computer Village Merchants, led by its president, Prince Anthony Nwakeze, visited him, said that Nigeria loses up to $10 billion annually owing to lack of certified, skilled artisans in the country. According to him, Nigeria has more qualified, skilled workers than most countries, but due to lack of certification, they are not employable abroad. Hence, the Presidential Executive Order No. 5, which promotes local content in planning and execution, pointing out that the renewed hope agenda of the present administration is a revolutionary instrument that will transform the country's economy and improve her gross domestic products.
We are going to move Nigeria forward with the Presidential Executive Order number 5 and the Renewed Hope Agenda, which are enjoying in this administration. You can be rest assured that a lot is going to happen.
The permanent secretary of the ministry, Mr. James Sule, had earlier in his speech commended the association for its contribution to the socioeconomic development of the country in several areas, including job creation. The president of the association, Prince Nwakeze, on his part, said that in the past 20 years, the computer village has provided employment for over 500,000 graduates and 300,000 artisans.
We will greatly appreciate it if you assist our association in procuring a professional and cordial business relationship with the Chinese and United States embassies with a memorandum of understanding so as to promote business activity between our association and other business partners in these prospective countries.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Oladele Aleke, and the United States Assistant Secretary for Energy and Natural Resources, Geoffrey Pratt, have agreed to set up a team of officials of both countries to explore financing for credit to mining firms and infrastructures. Pratt said his visit to Alake followed an earlier meeting with President Bola Tinubu, who sought the support of the U.S. for the country's economic revival. He said the U.S. would like to be Nigeria's partner of choice in developing the solid minerals sector and was interested in the reforms announced by the minister in his address at the plenary of the conference. Pratt highlighted the establishment of the new Solid Minerals Development Company, a new security architecture to ensure safety of mine operations and data generation on a massive scale to de-risk the sector. He said the credit facility and foreign direct investment promised by the United States would be in the mutual interest of both countries because energy minerals such as lithium are critical to the global crusade for clean energy and necessary for manufacture of electric cars. Also speaking at the meeting, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Solid Minerals Fund, Hajia Fatima Chinkafi, commended the U.S. for investment in mining infrastructures in the Central Africa, urging a similar partnership with the fund. Armenia and Azerbaijan have revived talks over their shared border, Armenian officials have said, as normalization negotiations between the ACFOs stalled after Baku reclaimed the long-disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region from the Armenian separatists. Baku and Yerevan have been locked in a decade-long conflict for control of Azerbaijan's formerly Armenian-populated Karabakh region, which Baku recaptured in a lightning offensive in September. Internationally mediated peace talks between the Caucasus neighbors have failed to produce a breakthrough, but both countries' leaders have said that a comprehensive peace deal could be signed by the end of the year. The peace process stalled, however, after Azerbaijan recently refused meetings under the mediation of the European Union and United States, accusing them of favoring Armenia. Last week, Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry said Baku stands prepared for direct negotiations with Armenia on a bilateral basis to finalize a peace agreement as soon as possible. And in sports, Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, believes that the British Nigerian will have his first bout of 2024 against Deontay Wilder as long as they both win their respective fights on December 23. Joshua will headline against Otto Wallin 2 days before Christmas in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Wilder will take on Joseph Parker on the same card. Head of Matchroom Sports, Hearn had previously suggested that his client could explore a potential vacant IBF title shot against top-rated Filip Havoki of Croatia. The IBF belt is currently held by unified champion Alexander Usyk, who also holds the WBO and WBA belts, and the Ukrainian will put his 3 belts on the line against WBC champion Tyson Fury on February 17 in Riyadh. Hen believes if an undisputed champion is crowned in the fight, the belts are likely to be separated again because of the mandatory demands of the sanctioning bodies, especially that of the IBF. In that scenario, Joshua facing off against Govic for the IBF title could be appealing, as it would afford the 34-year-old the chance to become a three-time heavyweight champion again. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television. Okay. You can follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, here are the main points again. We told you that Anambra State is strengthening collaboration with the federal government on issues of mutual interests. We also told you that the Faculty of Fiscal Sciences, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, has held International Hybrid Conference and Exhibition. We also told you that the federal government has initiated measures to improve certification of skilled workers in Nigeria, as Armenia and Azerbaijan have revived talks over border disputes. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news this morning. Thanks for joining us. I am David Okpokwasole.